what exactly does the system do?
The automatic monitor alignment needs to know first how your system looks like. So you have to give in what loudspeakers are connected to, what subwoofer if you have, what your audio interface is, and so on. Then you are doing some measurements at and around your listening position. So therefore you take this new measurement microphone MA1, so Neumann's first measurement microphone. It has a 4mm capsule, which is really relevant because with its omnidirectional character, it can really capture the signal of all over the room, and especially up to highest frequencies. This is important to calculate the room character very precisely. This microphone also contains the serial number. This is necessary to give into the software, and an individual calibration code, 6-digit hex code. With that it is possible to give in the last tiny little bit of deviation from ruler flat frequency response into the software, and then the microphone is also calibrated to absolute flat frequency response. Once the system has measured and identified all the acoustic circumstances of your room, it creates a target response, which is room depending. What we have learned is that every room has a special character, and this character is taken into account for this new measurement system. This is, I would say, quite unique. You come into a room, you feel, you breathe in the atmosphere of the room, including all the acoustical behavior of it, and this is what we really try to get into the software.
So that's obviously doing something very unique and different to other types of software. How exactly are we getting there, and who have we worked with to get this all packaged up into one unique system?
We started with manual processes. So once systems like this or similar things were not available, we had to tune the rooms manually, and over these measurements of hundreds of rooms, which we all have collected, we could identify a pattern of different rooms and different target responses you have to create for individual rooms. And what we've done is we created an algorithm which allowed the system to have room-dependent characteristics.
What do you mean by room characteristics and room-dependent response? How are we getting that?
Because of different dimensions of the room, different reverberation time of the room, different reflections. The loudspeakers are placed differently, close to a wall, further away from a wall, or on a desk, something like this. And if you have a huge amount of those measurements, and you have the before and the after manual alignment results, then you can figure out a pattern, what you have to do to come to exactly this result. And this, with all these aspects, with all these informations we are gathering during the measurements, we could create an algorithm which allows us to come to exact this point.
So we're not just trying to make the speaker flat in the room?
Absolutely not. No, this is, that just doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah? So there are, of course, rooms where you can just say, okay, I want to have a flat frequency response, a ruler flat frequency response, but in most of the cases, this is definitely not the best choice. Okay. It is always the interaction between measuring, aligning, so there's a peak here, a dip there, and so on and so on, and then you're continuously getting closer to your target. And if you then look at the result and you say the result is not flat at all, but it sounds great. Good.